Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So we're going to start with grade 9 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplustutor.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 maths. Click on view all lessons. And we are already working on the chapter probability. So we're going to continue the same chapter, that is probability. Got it? And the topic we're going to start with is probability of dependent and probability of independent and undependent events. Probability of dependent and independent events. Okay, please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important points and the examples on your notebook. Got it? So let's start with the topic. Okay, let's start with an example. So the example is you spin the spinner twice. Here is the spinner. 4, 7, 5, and 6. What is the probability of less than 6 and factor of 15? You have to find the probability of the two events. One of them is less than 6 and the other one is factor of 15. Got it? So both the events are independent. Got it? Doesn't matter if it is less than 6 or if they are factor of 15. Got it? The first step, the first spin does not affect the second one. Got it? Let's just select the probability of less than 6. So you have 4 numbers on the spinner. How many of them are less than 6? 2 of them are less than 6. Got it? Which one? 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are less than 6. That means the probability of less than getting less than 6 is 2 over 4 because the total outcomes are 4 and the one that have the probability less than 6 is 2. What you don't understand, I'm just explaining the question. Just listen to me carefully. I haven't completed any question yet. Okay, then you have to find the probability of factor of 15. Okay, so which number is a factor of 15? Just one, 5. 5 times 3 is 15. You have just one number that is the factor of 15. So the probability of the factor of 15 is 1 over 4 because the total outcomes are 4 and out of just 1 is the factor of 15. Got it? This is the probability. Okay, just let me just complete the question, then you can ask the question where you are confused. I'll explain again. Got it? Don't worry. Just let me complete the question. Okay, so this is the probability of the number that is less than 6 and the probability of the factor of 15. Now you have to find the combined probability, that is the probability of less than 6 and the probability of the factor of 15. The probability of less than 6 and factor of 15. The probability for less than 6 is 2 over 4 and the probability of the factor of 15 is 1 over 4. Just multiply both the probabilities. 2 times 1 is 2 and 4 times 4 is 16. So 2 over 16 is 0.125 and it makes 12.5%. That means the probability of getting less than 6 and factor of 15 is 12.5. Got it? Okay, let me explain once again. Basically, two events are independent if the outcome of the first event does not affect the outcome of the second event. Got it? So you have to find the probability of the two events. That is the probability of getting less than 6 and the probability of factors of 15. So on this spinner, you have four numbers: 7, 4, 6, and 5. This is the spinner. Got it? So you have to find the probability of getting less than 6 and factor of 15. You can find the both the events are independent because the outcome of the first doesn't affect the outcome of the second one. Got it? So let's find the probability of less than 6. So the total outcomes of are 4. 7, 4, 6, and 5. We have the total outcomes are 7, 4, 5, and 6. And which numbers are less than 6? Two of them are less than 6, 4 and 5. Got it? So probability of getting less than 6 is 2 over 4. Got it? Okay, then you have to find the probability of the factor of 15. Just one number, 5 is the factor of 15. 4, 6, and 7 don't have the factor 15. Got it? So probability of getting 15 is 1 over 4. So the probability, these are the separately probability of these events separately. Now you have to find the probability of less than 6 and probability of factor of 15. For this probability, you have to multiply both the probabilities. You need to do 2 by 4 times 1 by 4 and it makes 0.125 and the probability is 12.5%. Got it? Hopefully you'll get it now. Let's start with the test questions. Let's just start with test questions so that we can do the practice questions. Probability of independent and dependent variable. Let's start with events. Practice questions. If you still have questions, just write a question. I'll explain again. Okay. The first one is you pick a card at random without putting the first card back. You picked a second card at random. What is the probability of getting green and what is the probability of getting purple? Okay, now both the events are dependent. Got it? How? Just look at this line. Without putting the first card back. For the first time, you put card out of the three. You have total three cards: green, purple, and red. So for the first time, you have three options. You can select any card out of three. Got it? But for the second time, you haven't put the one back you selected for the first time. Now for the second time, you have just two of the cards left. That's how both the events are dependent. Got it? So just look at the probability. We have to find a probability of green and purple. So probability of okay, you have to find the probability of green and okay, so first of all, we have to find the probability of green. So for the green, you have three of the options: the green, purple, and yellow, and red cards. You have three of the options for the first time. Got it? So it is out of the three, just one is green. The total outcomes are three. So it would be 1 over 3. Got it? Okay, for the second time, the probabilities now you haven't put the card back. Got it? The green card you haven't put back. You are now left with just two cards only. They are purple and red. Now you have the only one of those card is purple, the probability of the purple is 1 out of 2. Got it? Because now you have just two of the options. So you need, when you have to find the probability of the both events, it would be just multiply the probabilities 1 by 3 times 1 by 2. Got it? So it would be 1 times 1 is 1 and 2 times 3 is 6. So the probability of getting a green and purple is 1 over 6. Got it? So just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. It would be over 6 and then click on the OK button. Okay, you spin the spinner twice. The probability of getting brown. So the events are independent. Got it? So you need to find the probability of getting brown and brown. So brown is, you have 2 times brown on the spinner. Probability of getting brown and brown. Okay, so the total outcomes are 4. You have 4 colors, and out of the 4, 2 of them are brown. So the probability of getting brown is 2 by 4. For the first time, 1 over 4. And again, the probability of getting brown is 1 over 4. Got it? So probability of getting brown and brown is 1 over 4 times 1 over 4. Got it? So it makes over 16. You have to write the answer in the percentage form. So 1 by 16 is 0.0625, and it would be 25%. Got it? So just select the correct option and then move on to the next question. It is 25%. Okay, you pick a card at random. You have 3 cards. They are 2, 3, and 4. You pick them random. Put it back and then picked another card at random. What is the probability of getting prime and prime? So now both the events are they dependent or independent? They are independent because you put the card back. Now again you have 3 of the options. Got it? So you, how many prime numbers do you have on the cards? 2 and 3 are prime number. Got it? So you have 2 of the options for getting prime. Let me write it down on board. You have the cards 2, 3, and 4. So which numbers are prime? So probability of getting prime is, you have 2 of the numbers that are prime. 2 and 3 are prime. So the probability of getting prime is 2 by 3. Got it? And then probability of getting again prime is 2 over 3 because the events are independent. You put the card back, you have again 3 options. Got it? So you have to calculate the probability of getting, yes, very good, 2 and 3 are prime and prime. Just multiply both the probabilities. 2 by 3 times 2 by 3. Say it would be 2 times 2 is 4 and 3 times 3 is 9. So it is 4 over 9. Got it? So the probability is 4 over 9. Okay, just move on to the next one. You put you pick a card, a marble at random. Without putting the first marble back, you picked a second marble at random. What is the probability of getting yellow and yellow? Okay, now are the events dependent or independent? They are dependent because first time you select the marble out of 5, but for the second time you haven't put the marble back, you selected the marble out of the 4 marbles. So the events are dependent. Got it? Let's just start with the Out of the five, two of them are yellow and three of them are silver. The probability of yellow and yellow. Okay, so for the first time you have five options. So the probability of getting yellow is 2 over 5 because two of them are yellow. Got it? So it would be 2 over 5. But for the second time, the one you selected first time, you haven't put it back. Now for the second time, you have four of the marbles, and out of the four, are you sure? Basically, like for these two options, these two events, you have two of the events. You selected marbles for the first time and for the second time. They are the two events. Got it? For the first time, you have five marbles. You can select one random, any marble you can select. Got it? So it is the first event. But for the second time, without putting the first marble black, for the second time, you have four options. So the events are dependent. That means the probability of the second event is dependent on the first one, because for the first one, you have five options. But for the second one, you have four options. So the first events affects the probability of the second event. Got it? So the both the events are dependent. And the example we did right before this one, the three cards, 2, 3, 4, you select any card randomly first time, you put it back. Again, you have for the second event, you have the three cards. So those events are independent. Got it? Okay, now let me just complete this one. Uh, and for the second time, it would be 2 by 4. So probability of getting yellow and yellow is 2 by 4 times 2 by 5. 2 times 2 is 4 and times 5 is 20. And just convert them into um, simplest form, just divide them by 4. So it would be 1 over 5. Got it? So 1 by 5 is the event probability of getting the marble back. Mm, 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 5 is 20. So for the first time it would be 2 by 5, and for the second time it would be 1 by 4 because you selected the yellow one for the first event. Got it? So for the second time it would be 1 over 4, not 2 over 4. You got the difference now? It would be 1 over 4. 2 times 2 is 2 and 2 over 20 you have to divide them by 2. It would be 1 over 10 now. Got it? Okay, so you can complete the test by yourself later today. I'm just moving on to the next topic. If you need more help with the topic, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? Okay, good. Let's start with the next topic, that is permutations. Let's start with the permutations. Okay, okay, let's start with example. Okay, first one is, let me read the question. Dale is hosting an event that includes. Okay, Dale is hosting an event that includes a catered buffet. He needs to arrange ratatouille, sliced turkey in gravy, chicken fingers, meatloaf, and curried vegetables. Okay, let me copy and paste the question, then we'll do it on board. This way. It is difficult to understand. Okay. Sachri is getting a pinata for his birthday party. The five children at the party are going to take turns trying to break it open. If each child if each child gets one turn, in how many different orders could the children take turns? Got it? So you have the total five childrens. You have to find the factorial actually. Factorial means the permutations are the one, or you have the total five options. So permutations are the one. Like for the first time, you have five options. For the second time, you have four options, then three, then two, and one. So you have to multiply all the numbers. You need to do five times, four times, three times, two times one. It is 5 factorial. So factorial is a whole number that is followed by an exclamation point. So to evaluate a factorial, you have to multiply all the whole numbers between 1 and the given number. So 5 factorial is 120. You have 120 orders you can make. Got it? Okay, the next example is a store wants a store wants to place a row of candy at the checkout counter. If the cashier has one box each of four different types of candy, how many different orders can the boxes of candy arranged? Okay, just look at these options. They have mentioned all the options. Okay, basically you have four. Let's suppose the four types of candies are A, B, C, D. So you, for the four, you have 24 options. You can write them as, like, you can write A first, then B, C, D for this one. Then you can write A first and BDC. So you have total 24 options. So we can say it is 4 factorial, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, 1. So we have total 24 factorial, 24 options. Got it? Okay, let's start with the test. Okay, a grocery store wants to place that's the one we just did a tutorial. A grocery store wants to place a total of place a row of candy at the checkout counter. If the cashier has one box each of four different types of candy, in how many different orders can the boxes of candy be arranged? So you have four options. So four times, three times, two times, one is 24. Got it? Just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is Marlin is raising chickens in a backyard coop. If he is expecting five new chicks to hatch, in how many different orders can they hatch from their eggs? So you have five of the options total. So that means the orders in different orders they can make is five times, four times, three times, two times, one. That would be 5 factorial. So 5 factorial is 120. That means you have 120 orders they can make. Got it? 120 options they can make orders. Got it? Just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is Emily gets to dye a shirt at summer camp. She used white, green, purple, and yellow dye on her shirt. And how many different orders can she apply the different colors of dye? So she has total four options because you have four colors: white, green, purple, and yellow. So she has four colors. Got it? So the total orders she can make is four times, three times, two times, one. So that means she can make 4 factorial and it would be 24. That means she has 24 orders she can use. Got it? Just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is Maria is arranging cheeses in a row on a cheese board. The cheeses has the cheeses she has are Roquefort, Colby, and Minster. In how many different orders can Maria arrange them? So she has three options. Got it? So 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. That means she has total 6 options. Got it? Okay, Zachary is getting a pinata for his birthday party. The 5 children at the party are going to take turns trying to break it open. If each child gets one turn, in how many different orders could the child take turns? So you have total 5 options. That means you have 5 factorial is 120. Got it? Okay, the next one is Rita, Walter, Josie, and Preston are playing hide and seek and taking turns being it. And how many different orders could the children take their turns being it? So you have 4 childrens. So 4 childrens can or make the orders 4 factorial. So it would be 24. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. I'm just moving on to the next topic, and the next topic is counting principle. Let's start with the next topic, that is counting principle. Okay, so start with the topic, that is counting principle. Okay, let's start with the one. Dedra is ordering a salad for lunch. There are 10 lettuce mixes to choose from and 2 meats to add. How many different salads how many different salads can Dedra order? So you have to, the total lettuce choices are 10 and 2 of them are the meat choices. So for the total choices, what you have to do, you have to multiply the given choices. 10 times 2 is 20. That means he can order 20 different salads. Got it? So the counting principle says that you can multiply the number of choices to find the total number of possibilities. Got it? Basically, you have to find the total number of possibilities. So for the total number of possibilities, what you have to do, you have to multiply the number of choices. Got it? So like this one, you have 10 for the lettuce and 2 for the meat. So you need to do 10 times 2 and they makes 20. Got it? Let's start with the test. Okay, Kirk is filling up a pencil case before school. There are 6 pens and 3 pencils to choose from. How many different ways can Kirk fill the pencil case with one of each item? So you have to multiply the choices. You have 6 and 3. 6 times 3 is 18. That means he has total 18 ways to place the pencils in the pencil case. Got it? So the correct option is 18. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is Kenji is making an ice cream sandwich. There are 2 types of sandwich cookies and 3 types of ice cream to choose from. How many different ice cream sandwiches can Kenji make using exactly one of each item? So you don't have to repeat any item. Got it? So the total options are 2 times 3. So it makes 6. So the total uh, different sandwiches he can make total 6 ice cream sandwiches. Got it? Okay. Angie is buying a new set of DJ equipment. Angie can afford one mixer and one turntable and is trying to decide among 3 different mixers and 5 different turntables. How many different sets of DJ equipments can Angie buy? She has 3 options for mixers and 5 for turntables. So the total choices are 3 times 5 is 15. Yes, very good. It is 15. So he has total 15 choices. Got it? Okay, Hannah is making a quilt for a friend's new baby. She knows how to sew two quilt patterns and can choose from two color schemes. How many different quilts it is it possible for Hannah to sew? So they are total two times two and two times two makes 4. That means she has just four choices to make the quilts. Got it? So just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Dedra is ordering a salad for lunch. There is 10 make lettuce mixes to choose from and two meats to add. How many different salads can Dedra order? So you have the options are 10 times 2. So 10 times 2 is 20. Got it? Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, Irene is building a first aid kit. There are two kinds of bandages, and 9 disinfectants to choose from. How many different first aid kits can Irene make using exactly one of each item? So the total choices are 2 times 9, so 9 times 2 makes 18. So that means he has total 18 options. Got it? Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. I'm just moving on to the next topic. If you need more help with the topic, please contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? The next one is permutation and combination notation. Let me write down the lesson name. Permutation and combination. So first we are going to see what are the permutations and the combinations. Let me write down the examples and permutations and let me write down the definitions and combination and notation. Let me write down the definition for both of the terms permutations and combinations. So basically in permutations the order matters and in combinations the order doesn't matter. Let me write down the definition permutation and combination. Okay, let's start with permutations. When the order in the permutation when the order does matter, it is permutation. And combinations order doesn't matter. When the order doesn't matter, it is combination. Let's start with the examples, then you'll know what are the orders. Got it? Let's start with example. Okay, the first example is 5C2. Got it? So basically, you have to find the C is for combinations. Got it? You have to basically find the total number of permutations first. So the permutations is you have to multiply the options. Got it? So they are, let's start with 5C2. Okay, 5C2. Okay, so you want to evaluate 5C2. First, find the total number of permutations. Next, find the number of permutations in the smaller group. And then finally, divide. The simple way is you can find 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial and 5 minus 2 factorial. Basically, you can represent the combinations as NCR, and the formula is n factorial divided by r factorial n minus r factorial. This number is n, this number is r. Got it? So you can simply do n factorial divided by r factorial and n minus r factorial. So just this is n, 5 factorial, this is r, this is 2 factorial and 5 minus 2. Just calculate the value. 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial and 3 minus 2 is 3 factorial. So you can simplify like this. 5 factorial is 5 times 3 times 2 times 5 times 4. I skipped the 4, sorry. 5 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and here we have 2 factorial is 2 and 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. So 3 times 2 times 1 and 3 times 2 times 1 cancel out each other, and you can do 2 times 1 and 2 times 2. So it would be 5 times 2 is 10. That means the total combinations you have is 10. Got it? Now let's do just one for the permutation. So the permutation is, let's suppose you have to do 5p2. Got it? Now the permutations is you have to NPR is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. That is for the permutations. This is the two formulas that you have to calculate for permutation and combination. You can note down these very important things on your notebook. Got it? So let's start with NPR. So you have to do 5 factorial and divided by 5 minus 2 factorial. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial. So you can write as 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and 3 factorial is also 3 times 2 times 1. So they can cancel out each other. So it would be 5 times 4 is 20. See, the when you calculate the permutation of the same number, it is 20, and the combinations of the same is 10. That is the difference, because in the combinations order does matter, in the permutations order does matter, and in combination it doesn't matter. Got it? Okay, let's start with the test. On the top right corner we have a test button. Let's start with the test. Okay, the first one is you have to calculate 5p2. So we just did this one on the board. The answer is 20. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 7c2. You have to find the combination 7c2. So the formula I explained for the combination is NCR it equals n factorial divided by r factorial and n minus r factorial. Got it? Just calculate the combinations using this formula. So it would be then 7 factorial divided by 2 factorial and 7 minus 2 factorial. Got it? So it would be 7 factorial divided by 2. You can write it as 7 times, 6 times, 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. And write 2 factorial is equals to, and 7 minus 2 is 5 factorial. So you can write 5 factorial as 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. Either you can use calculator and divide them, or either you can simplify these cancel out each other, and it would be 7 times 6 is 42, and 42 divided by 2 is 21. That means the total combinations are 21 combinations. Got it? Okay, the next one is, it is 21. Select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 3p2. You have to calculate the permutation. It would be 3p2. So it would be 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 2 factorial, because for the permutations you have to do npr, and that equals n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Got it? So it would be 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 2 is 1 factorial. So 3 factorial is 3 times 2, and it would be 6. That means 3p2 is 6. Got it? The next one is 4p3. So you have to do 4 factorial and divided by 4 minus 3 factorial. 4 factorial is 24, and 4 minus 3 is 1. So it would be 24. Got it? Just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 6, and the next one is 4 3p3 we did, that is 24, and the next one is 6c2. 6c2. Okay, it would be 6 factorial divided by 2 factorial and 6 minus 2 factorial. So it would be 6 factorial, 2 factorial is 2, and 6 minus 2 is 4 factorial. Got it? Let's just calculate the value. 6 times, 5 times 4 factorial, and 2 factorial times 4 factorial. So you can cancel out 4 factorial and 4 factorial from here, and 6 over 2 is, sorry, 6 over 2, we have left with 5. 6 times 5 is 30, and 30 over 2 is 15. Got it? Okay, so you can complete the test by yourself later today. If you need more help with the topic, you can just contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So we have done 4 of the topics today. They are probability of independent and dependent events, permutations, counting principle, and permutations and combination notation. Got it? If you need more help with the topics, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? Also, one more thing, if you find the session helpful for you, just click on the like button right below the video. And that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye.